Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning into the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. My name is Nick Eden, and welcome to episode 12 of Morning Cup of Merch. All right, guys, so it's going to be a relatively short show today. If you have not checked your dashboards already, there was an announcement on yesterday about the new beta uploader. And it basically stated that with the new beta uploader, there will be 5 additional color options for you to select. Okay, so with that being said, I have 2 thoughts on that. The first is that I feel that means that we may get the beta uploader rolled out a lot faster than we probably anticipated, especially when it comes to past rollouts. The second thing, and let me go ahead and say this: I don't have the beta uploader yet. I'm not one of those first wave kind of people. I think the fastest I got on any rollout was I got pop sockets on the second wave that they did. But the second thing that that's letting me know is that we might have a lot of crappy color choices coming up in terms of products being put in the marketplace. And I don't say that being a pessimist. That's not what I mean. I think that people get so excited about something new that they just say, okay, let me put this design on every single thing and it's going to sell well. I do believe that less is more. I know Amazon is a data company, and they would not have done this if they didn't feel like it was a viable option. But I know for a good majority of my listings, I don't have all 5 selected. Now, I won't even say a good majority of them, but quite a few. And it's just because some designs, they only go with a few colors, 2, 3, maybe even sometimes 1. It really just depends on that particular design and the type of customer that it appeals to. That's one thing I think that, for the most part, merch sellers as a whole have not really gotten really a grip on, and it's that knowing your audience and knowing your customers plays a large part in the color selection. That's almost as important, that's equally as important as the actual, in the South, that's equally as important as the design itself. Because if the design is good, but it's on a crappy color choice, it's not going to sell. So I would say, for me, I would probably suggest that everyone goes out and start doing some extensive research on additional color options. Does that mean I'm not going to use all 10 colors? I think it really depends on the shirt. I have to be honest with you. I'd love to see some more color choices when it comes to the hoodies in particular, because on Teespring, I know there were a lot of hoodies that I sold that were red. I sold a lot of lighter blue, much lighter than the options that Amazon gives us. Definitely green, like green hoodies in the 2 or 3 niches that I sell really well on Teespring are a sweet spot. I sell a lot of stuff to my fraternity, and our colors are red, black, and gold. And I sell an equal amount of shirts and hoodies in all 3 colors. So I'm not against it, but I think that it comes down to knowing your audience and really knowing and studying color selection. So I think that's something important that everybody needs to really take heed to when these new colors roll out. Also, I'd like to say this: if you guys are not getting the beta uploader just yet, please be patient. We see this every single time. There's something new that's rolled out, and there's a couple other things that have been rolled out. I don't know that it's been necessarily revealed. I'm not going to speak on it. I'm not going to speak on it because, again, I love Amazon. I don't want you guys to disable my accounts. But if you have not gotten these products yet or these rollouts, don't go into the groups and just start complaining that only the gurus get them. That's the most tiring argument in the merch community, and it has been for so long. First off, gurus is the most overused word in the merch community, period. But it's called beta testing for a reason. They want to make sure that it sells, and they want to make sure that it works and it has all of the kinks out. This is where you have to be real with yourself. How do you make sure something sells, or how do you make sure that something works? You get as many people who can actively use it as possible that are actively selling well. If you're selling 10 to 30 shirts a week, the likelihood is they're not going to get a lot of data from you in the beta testing of it. That's just basic R&D. That's like me saying, oh, okay, well, I want to test out, Atlanta, Georgia as a market. And so instead of going to the big box retailers for my product and doing testing there, I'm going to go to the corner store at the end of the city in the area with the lowest amount of foot traffic, and because we don't want them to feel like the gurus and all the big box retailers got it first. It's called beta testing for a reason. And I look at beta testing very simply. If you feel like you should be a part of the beta testing, then you should step up how much you're selling. And that's not from somebody who's on a 10 and 12 tier, or the 10K or 12K tier, or even the 8K tier. I'm speaking as someone who, as of right now, is in that 30 to 40 range per week. I'm not selling a ton of shirts right now. And I know the reasons why. And I know the changes that I need to make in order to move that up. But I don't expect to get the beta uploader right now. Nor do I expect to get all the color choices. Nor do I expect to get all of those new products right now. What data can they possibly get from me? And you have to be real enough with yourself to ask to look back and say, okay, well, yeah. But the argument and the complaint that comes up is, well, the gurus get to just go and they get to saturate everything. So by the time it comes around to us, there's no more sales. No, by the time it comes around to us, and I'm putting myself in that, the concept has been proven that it works, and they've been able to gather as much data as they need for a proper mass rollout. I sat and watched a bunch of people complain about the t-shirts, the long sleeve tees, and the sweatshirts and hoodies. And amazingly enough, some of those same people that were complaining and saying, oh, it's going to be saturated by the time they get there, put up posts in the groups talking about how much they've been selling in terms of hoodies. I watched people complain for months and months about pop sockets, and there's going to be no market for it by the time it rolls out to everyone else because the gurus took everything over. And amazingly, those are the same people talking about how much they are selling in terms of pop sockets. If you want to be a beta tester, you need to grow your account. That's not an Amazon thing. That's a business thing. It's called research and development. They have full departments based on them. And they do tests like that to make sure that what they are rolling out, because here's the thing about it. If they would have rolled out the beta uploader half-cocked to everybody in the merch community at one time, everybody be complaining. It has this bug, it has that bug, it has this, it has that. So stop worrying about that, because at the end of the day, yes, does the beta uploader, will it make things easier? Yeah, but come on, y'all. Let's not act like you're not sitting there with Merch Buddy, Merch Lister Pro, and Merch Wizard on your computer right now. And the extra 10 seconds it would take you to upload, 5 shirts onto 5 different tabs and copy and paste, it's just not worth the complaining. Anyway, a little bit of a rant at the end. Sorry about that. But that's really all I've got for today, guys. Like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for everybody and all the positive feedback. I truly, truly am humbled and grateful for it. Take care, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.